listen to Don Aaron live right now.
From the investigation thus far, we believe that a day shift employee walked in just before 6 during shift change. The overnight shift people leaving, the day shift people coming in, and for whatever reason, the man opened fire. Multiple shots were fired inside the club. A total of 3 employees were hit. My understanding is that 1 employee was shot in the chest, 1 in the abdomen, and 1 in the leg. The latest report is that 1 of the 3 is in critical condition. Another employee, a female, injured her ankle while running. She is in non-critical condition and is being also treated at a medical facility. As officers were responding to the call, the shooter left the building. This day shift employee left the building. Officers spotted him at the intersection of Antioch Pike and Franklin Limestone Road. Officers demanded that he drop the gun. He was carrying a semi-automatic pistol with an extended magazine. Officers demanded that he drop the gun. He did not, but instead was directing the gun toward the officers. The man was shot by Metro Police. He went down in the intersection. Officers rendered aid to him. He was transported to a medical facility where he is now deceased. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation will handle this matter because it involves a police shooting. So the investigation into the shooting itself and some of the side issues will be handled by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Obviously, a very trying morning for the employees here. They're trying to make sense of what's happened, as well as our police officers. You know, you see active shooting calls around the country. You always hope and pray that those will not happen here. Well, one happened here this morning. We need to learn more about the gunman who went into the business this morning and fired. It's our understanding that he has worked here for a relatively short period of time. More research needs to be done as to him. And we have counseling services for the victim. The police department has a robust counseling services operation, and counselors are coming to assist those who were inside the building this morning when shots were fired. Before I take any questions, I want to let Joseph Pleasant from the Nashville Fire Department speak to the response from his team and the medical treatment rendered here. Joseph.
So as our personnel responded, they actually went in along with police as they were clearing the building to find the patients. They were actually with police as they went in, and they found the patients there before transporting them to the hospital. Our personnel, obviously our firefighters were first on the scene because they are all EMTs, many are paramedics, and so they were there to give medical care. As Don said, we did make a total of 5 transports. 4 of those went to Vanderbilt University Medical Center. 1, the non-critical, went to Century Farms. That's not far from here. As you can see, we're still on the scene for now, but of course we'll be turning it over to PD and TBI to continue their investigation.
So the call went out at 5:58 this morning. Our response was within minutes. As you all know, the South Precinct is close. You would beginning to have officers start to come in for shift change. The overnight shift was winding down. Our shift change is at 6:30, so it was the overnight shift from the South Precinct who responded to the initial call. I can take a few questions. Again, we'll have more information later in the day.
Don, when you say more research needs to be done on the suspect, what does that research entail?
Well, at this point, we know a name. We need to flesh out where he lived. Were there any issues with him here at the business? Why would he do something like this? He was a day shift employee. The overnight shift was getting off, and he seemingly was reporting for work, but with him, as he reported for work, was this Glock semi-automatic pistol with an extended magazine, and for some reason he opened fire. Later in the day, we will be identifying the victims. Certainly their families need to be notified, and I'm expecting that's being done now at the hospitals.
Now, do you have any body cam footage of the incident that went down?
Yes, yes.
Will you all be releasing that at any time?
I anticipate so. Yeah, Natalie? It was a Glock, it appears to be a Glock semi-automatic pistol with an extended magazine. I don't know the caliber at this moment.
Do you all think that there would have been more victims had you guys not responded so quickly?
Well, he had left the building and was walking on the street and was at the intersection of Antioch and Franklin Limestone when the officers saw him and tried to bring him into custody, tried to de-escalate the situation with the gun. Who knows what he intended to do next?
Are you able to say to the employees, some of the staff members here were saying it was 2 security guards. Are you able to say what positions these employees that were shot were? Were they security guards? Were they on the...
Well, to ensure that families know exactly who has been injured here, I think I'll refrain from that at the moment. Make sure all the proper notifications can be made to those involved before I hone in specifically on who those people were.
And when you say de-escalation tactics were used, what do those entail from your officers?
Well, the police department places great emphasis on de-escalation training. Essentially trying to use verbal communication to de-escalate a hostile situation. In this particular situation, the officers were responding to an active shooter call, and they had a confrontation with this guy in the intersection. We'll look at the body camera footage to understand exactly what occurred there, but certainly you try to de-escalate whenever possible, but if someone is armed with a semi-automatic pistol with an extended mag and they're pointing it around, that can be difficult.
Can you explain how, I guess, tragic this is to the people that work here, coming to work on a day, just waiting to come in the building, some in the building? How tragic of a day this is?
Well, this is a beautiful Tuesday morning. Later in the day, the police department was planning on being at a number of events to commemorate Nashville's Night Out Against Crime, and we wake up to this morning. But let me emphasize that to the best of our knowledge at this moment, this is one person, one gunman,